this thing. I hope it stays. Okay. Okay, I hope this thing really... Wish I could start this more professionally, but okay, here we are. No. Okay, whoever is here, welcome, welcome. This is my Sunday live. I do every week, but I was just for 1 week in Romania, in the Dracula land. I have some souvenirs with me. Let's start immediately looking this beautiful couple. This is a love reading and inspired by my trip to Romania. And yeah, I visited Dracula's castle too as well. I visited the Peles castle and I got myself a ring from there. The Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, whose name was also, like a pen name, was also Carmen Silva, fittingly, as I'm Silva. Anyway, here is now love reading starting, epic love reading hopefully, because we are gonna make a dream, Midsummer dream reading. I have here cards ready for this. And let's see if you find your forever love this Midsummer. I come from Finland, where we have all kind of traditions how to catch the guy of your dreams. There is, for example, some magic you can do, for example, with flowers. And that's why today we pull life for every pile this herbal astrology card that are these kind of flower cards, because that's flowers are totally part of Midsummer. You're supposed to pick 7 flowers, different flowers, and put them under your pillow and then sleep in a midsummer night, and then you see your future husband in your dream. Or if you want to go a little bit more radical and rebel, you find a well, you take your clothes off, be a little bit naked, go around this well for 7 times, and then soon after comes your future husband on a road and you will see him. So like there is ways to find forever love in Midsummer. Anyway, let's go these cards and let's see what happens today. I'm excited to have this Romania edition. Anyway, we have even Queen Mary. This card is bought from the Dracula castle. Soon we read that, but let's introduce the piles. So your choice is based on the first pile is root chakra. I randomly picked these crystals, so it's very interesting that this is a number 1 chakra, root chakra, and is a number 1 here. So maybe there's really some interesting root energy here. Then we have number 6, Shekinah. So White Light Oracle is always in the end, the wise words. And the couple. What I find it very interesting, there is like a mirror energy on my table. Like I randomly pulled this thing, really. And here we have like 2 queens, like back to back. And then we have this, like actually this is a mannequin P. So it's not a queen, but it's queen cards, but 4-4. But it's like a mirror. In my table, there's a mirror. So maybe if you are drawn to this or this, this is even like a Queen of Swords and this is Queen of Pentacle. There might be some interesting shadow work possibility with this pile, just seeing it. And even not only that, because these are other ends of the chakra crystals. So this is the first and this is the last. How fittingly. And usually you cannot be like a enlightened if this root is not in place. So if you are too much high in the upper worlds, you cannot have the source you need from the ground. So you need this is exactly this kind of like a mirror energy here. Somehow like they belong together, even this pile. But anyway, this is your choice what you think. But I'm immediately seeing this is very interesting happening here on my table. So the couple energy is here. 4 of Cups, 4 of Hearts, It's the Baden-Powell Scout, a Scout boy. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles. So, interesting. This is pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have this crown chakra, amethyst. 24 alpha of Alcuan. Very spiralic thing going on here. And then we have this Queen of Swords, that is Manneken P video cameraman, and 4 of Pentacle. And it's this cute, kind of a bit childish even, I would say. This girl is young compared to the many other girls around here. Anyway, this is this. Then we have pile number 3, Sacral Chakra, Cornelian. And this is 9 of Pentacle, Guild of the Morello. Sounds very Italian to me. I don't know what is that, but it's always something in Belgium. And then, how to say, Knight of Cups, Jack of Hearts. Is this woman with the white rose in the head? Interesting. Okay. And then this is the 40 Sovereign Queen Mauve. So interesting, there is this queens here, and even in this pile there's a queen. So we are going to Midsummer really with some queen energy. And I think I don't remove this yet, because I will generally read this card for everybody, because this is Queen Mary from Romania. They had very German background royals back in the day, before the royals lost the power in Romania. But this card is bought from the Dracula Castle, and this is now Purgatory Canto 8. This is the last canto devoted to elegiac and nostalgic waiting place. I mean, interestingly, she looks like waiting here also. A ritual event is taking place here about the temptation of Adam and Eve for the saved souls in the Valley of Princes. There is, however, a radically different outcome to this ritual from that which originally occurred in the Garden of Eden. Angels appear with swords and drive away the tempter snake. Angels wear bright green garments. Sordello explains, this is some person in the Purgatory. Sordello explains that these guardian angels, what is it? Descend nightly to protect the penitents from a snake that always proves like a passes through the valley. So there's always in this place a snake coming, and then these angels come to chase it away. Okay. So this is for everybody. This Queen Mary. I think nothing else I have to explain. If somebody missed the beginning, I'm going to make a Midsummer dream reading. I'm going to make a dream reading. I'm using this interesting way to talk about dream. So, what is your Midsummer dream? Which pile? This is a lesson I'm going to prepare in my third eye chakra. I'm going to talk more about dreams there. I'm still busy with that, so wait. But I thought I'm already bringing the idea now here of my dream reading. So here we have Shekinah is the first one. Why is the screen so... Why I do not see anything? This is freezed. I cannot see anything in the screen. Is something happening? Now for timer is going, but I cannot see a thing like moving. So I'm getting a bit worried about this. What should we do here? What is going on with this stuff? It's almost like some vampire attack this, because this screen for me is freezed, but I can see the clock moving. So I don't know if you can chat here or do anything, but I'm like a bit worried that this is now going bad, very bad. What is going on here? Let me show my face. Does this change something? Okay, now it works. I don't know if you heard me, but my screen just freezed. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? Anybody want to comment? Did you hear anything? Anyway, now I can see my hands again. Okay, good. So here we have this Shekinah. Let's put it here. And the light can be a little bit less. This is mysteriously love card we leave in the end. This we can already look. This, and this. Let me start with the dream reading. I was just talking about how we do this. So we have a house, third house. So this is actually connected to Gemini. Spiritual, by making the right connections. Mental, the idea in question. Physical, get your ideas going. So very communicative third house is here. Very fitting to Gemini season. Okay. Talking about this couple energy, root chakra is always safety and security. So here definitely the queen is very safe, because it's totally like a queen of pentacle, the good queen. So it's like this mother type, really taking care of and keeping like kind of like a safe boundaries, and kind of like a secure type of partner. So here we have the scout boy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a beautiful thing that scouts like to go to the forest or like nature. Also the Queen of Pentacles is this kind of very earthy queen, so maybe they have some common interest with the root chakra also, to be a little bit grounding in the nature. As immediately they have a common interest. Also she's looking at him, so there is definitely some attraction, connection. They are not like avoiding each other, they're like a little bit in their own bubble, maybe because she's like here, like in this round circle. He's standing there being. Anyway, this is Mannequin P card. I think it's still okay for YouTube. Just see the P. Okay, so here we have the couple, very rooted energy and communication. And we have angel advice. Also bountiful nature. Interesting. I'm just pulling these cards and I don't look them really much before this moment. So I'm surprised actually how nature connected is even this. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Okay, I get immediately, like we are talking about today, Midsummer dream, like what would be this kind of perfect couple moment. So this one is like go to nature, be like a natural. Let the nature take over. Maybe go to swim some beautiful place, or picnic, or like have a stroll in the park. Yes. Meditate beneath a tree. The scout is also very much fitting to this. Yes. Okay. Then we have purpose oracle cards. So you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others from the oracle cards. So this one is like telling about how me too doing these oracle cards. It's indeed interesting magical time during Midsummer, very magical time. Let's talk about that. So we are having here a phenomenon that has happened last time, 1985. Who here has even born then yet? I have, but not many. And so many years ago was last time that full moon, the strawberry full moon, and solstice was landing on the same day, and even Midsummer is landing, at least in Friday in Finland. We celebrate this bonfire party. So it's, in my opinion, very magical moment to do any kind of divination. So you could take your cards in the park. Then we have for you an alchemist card. Let's see your love alchemist still before we go to this dream of yours. We have still those advice cards. I'm also going to pull from here. Calcification. There's birds flying. What is this meaning? Let's read. Calcification. This is the love alchemy between this couple. I mean, I see there's red. There's a lot of red here. Maybe the red is your color now for Midsummer. This red root chakra. There is these red hearts. This queen is also, and here all red. Like completely. Look, if you're talking about this Dracula, I think this pile is somehow related to this couple. Fits very well to the colors. So let's see, where is this number? This is the 44. What is it? I'm always so bad with this. It's 64. LX. It's like 60. Yeah, I'm getting rusty here. I was 1 week away in Romania. I love to do this reading, so I'm happy to be back. Also today, I'm sorry that I couldn't keep it 3 o'clock, but I was in Ghent, in a very beautiful city in Belgium. And if I'm somewhere on Sunday, I cannot do it, but now I'm here. This is the heat, fire, and desire. I knew it. I knew it. There is a desire. Oh, the Dracula desire. There is heat, fire, and desire here between these two. Let's show this maybe. Calcination is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcination begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a physical level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is, wait, I'm gonna read this again. Let's show these birds flying. So frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcination is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. Wow! This pile, this root chakra is rising a phoenix from the ashes here. Wow! Who would know this? That the couch boy is busy here making some phoenix come alive. Let's see what else is gonna happen here. But anyway, it really looked like this story is coming alive too. You could ponder the color of fire, and the divine flame resides within, and it is yours to tend to. That said, doing so patiently and with support will lead to change that is holy rather than hasty. Fire has been used in rituals across all cultures, religions, and eras. Honor the element of fire today in a literal or metaphorical way. I'm very regretting now that I don't have my fire on the table, because I have here existing in my collection a Midsummer fire from Finland. I wonder if the card is nearby. I could put it immediately here, because this pile clearly should have it. Anyway, today we have a Dracula here, not actual fire card, but we have this fire here. Should I lit a candle for you? Like, we have to honor this fire element now immediately. Yes. Where is the fire? Here is the lighter and the candle. There must be a candle in my collection here. Ui. If this works. Sometimes. Matches would be easier. I'm burning my fingers. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe this fire thing is. Let's talk about it, because my candle situation doesn't look so good. I just wish that sometimes when we talk about something like this, we should have it. No. Okay, sorry about this, but I really feel like I have to have a little flame showing. You have to understand. Here is, for example, let's put a little Midsummer fire going on. Finland, we have this habit that we put this big bonfire. And if your culture doesn't have it, I think you should somehow honor this. Even the scout boy here tells, like, scouts are always able to put the fire. So you should do that. You should really honor that. Let's put this here now. To have a little right mood here. Okay, maybe it's getting a bit messy like this, but let's continue. So we have here there is no smoke without fire situation. We're gonna see into the Midsummer dream now. So these are the cards. So what I do now, I'm gonna use this erotic tarot, fantasy tarot, and I'm gonna place 3 piles. We're gonna look how far we look this stream, but this is one thing I'm going to use also on my course. But these are only major arcana cards. These are the life path cards, and these are related to your deepest dream even, because these are archetype cards. So they're connected to archetypal energies, and now we are looking into the Midsummer dream between this couple. So we put these different piles. This. And soon this is, let me see, it's kind of like a fire shape, even this dream pile. So I'm gonna turn this one now soon. We're gonna see how far we look at the dream. But now, wow, who would have known? Magician is here. Wow, amazing. So this is completely, we are talking about magic here. There is like a magic in the air. The fire element is here, of course, represent as a wands, kind of magical wand. In this card, she's having these butterflies and not a wand in a hand. But wow, this Midsummer dream is like, you are like a master manifestor. You are like able to possible. Yeah, maybe like this really like a Dracula is able to find a partner. Like, he thought she was dead or something, and then no, she's like like a born or like same look-alike person exists or something, like the love is still there, like a forever love. But somehow like this is like a feeling like a magical, this love story is like a magical. That's the dream about this Midsummer love story. And there is really all these elements here in place. It's kind of sacred space. I've been talking in my course about sacred space of heart. I mean, this can be indeed a workshop that somehow both of you or the person, let's see these people, because these are the people. One is a queen. It's really, this is kind of queen type, this magician too, but this scout boy has also the heart here. And four elements on the table of the magician. Cups, pentacles, wands, and swords. It's like there is the 4 elements. And fire is one of the elements. Pentacle, of course, is connected to earth. And cups to the water. Here we have fire. And what is missing? Yeah, the wand is really like here. Anyway. Interesting. Wow. Not only that, but we have a 3rd house on the table. So we have here a Gemini energy, house of Gemini, and this is magician, is ruled by Mercury and is a Gemini card too. So interesting that the 21st of June is the last of Gemini. In some astrological site I've seen it's even already listed as Cancer, but what I know it's still Gemini. Anyway, there's very big Gemini energy. What means the communication is even magic, like a spells, like a magic word spells. And that brings me, this one element is table, because I'm always bringing elements here in table because I don't know what comes. This was a book. I just put it as a decoration in front of that magician over there in the corner. But how fittingly, your Midsummer dream is something to do with the magician. So let's bring the book in. So Howl's Moving Castle. when I visited Romania, this was my travel book, and I really loved it because I went to see the castles. It's nice to read and imagine, like, yes, there are these magical castles. But here, there is one thing that I really loved. It's related to this kind of spell idea. Let me see. Where is this? I'm just improvising now this, but I really love that sentence here. Which chapter was it? Here maybe, I should recognize it. Yes, here this text I'm gonna read. So there was this thing that they found. This book is a little bit different than the movie of the Howl's Moving Castle, but anyway, point is that I don't want to spoil anything of the book or the movie, but let's say there is this Sophie who is witchcraft to be an older woman and ends up living in a Howl's Moving Castle. And in this particular place, I just want to say, they find a paper where it's written like a spell. And they try to like a guess. I'm gonna read that spell because communication and Gemini energy and all this magician, it calls me to read this. So you can think about this too. Go and catch a falling star. Get with child a mandrake root. Tell me where all past years are, or who cleft the devil's foot. Teach me to hear the mermaid singing, or to keep off envy stinging, and find what wind serves to advance an honest mind. Decide what this is about, write a second verse yourself. And then they were thinking, like, this is a spell, and how is the second verse, and they were totally like having issues with this. Spells are kind of very magical. And they tried, for example, write a spell like this. Does garlic keep off envy? I could cut a star out of paper and drop it. Could we tell it to Howl? Howl would like mermaids better than Calcifer. Do not think Howl's mind honest, is Calcifer's. Where are past years anyway? Does it mean one of those dry roots must bear fruit? Plant it. Next to dock leaf in seashell, claw and hoof most things but horses. Shoe a horse with a claw of garlic, wind smell, wind of 7 league boots. Is Howl devil? Claw and toes in 7 league boots, mermaids in boots. So anyway, they were like riddled about this thing they found, because the Howl in the story is a bit this kind of Dracula, like a mysterious magician who just go and come about and always go to seduce the girls. So Sophie has kind of this kind of attitude about it, like, oh my god, this guy is going again, like, because it's the Howl has this kind of reputation that he's always breaking the hearts of the woman, like he's going a bit like this vampire, he's always going, and then the moment he gets a woman who fall in love with him, he is like moving to the next. So it is like this story is going here, like then Sophie kind of, before turning to this old grandma, she fancied Howl, but she's always like, ah, this damn heartbreaker is going around. They're kind of like finding this mysterious all kind of things from his house. There is this one other boy living there. Anyway, point is, what I found interesting is I can say that in this book, without spoiling all, is like, fact is that eventually it's found out that this was not a spell, it was a song. So it is changed everything. Like this, what I just read to you, that they were trying to make the second verse, it was a song. It was not a spell. So it changed everything how the text was. And I think maybe there is some beautiful thing about words, maybe beautiful thing even about the songs. Actually, I forgot now to take you the Midnight Romance cards. I have to take you soon. But this is a beautiful thing. Now I'm thinking I will look these cards first. Then we look maybe what is behind this magician. But this is one dream now that is very magical, this Midsummer. Okay, the second is, okay, Hangman. So this is part of the dream. So Hangman see things from a different perspective. Hangman is really like can wait, can be very patient to see and learn the other person, and is kind of maturing in the process. This is like if this is relationship is about having a fire, in this case the fire is burning very slowly because the person is kind of like taking its time to get to know the other person. So maybe this can tell that there is really this kind of awakening going on, that it takes time. But also, interestingly, like this person is is like this. Okay. This is very similar, like magician also able to see the world from a different perspective. So yes. Then we have still this. Wow, very powerful. Strength. We have here even, I always see these episodes like this is like a strength episode because the 8 is connected to exactly life path of the strength, and this is the year of the strength. Okay, it's a little bit naked here. But this is connected to Beauty and the Beast. So again, the kind of Dracula story is coming here. The castle and the lady, the queen is here with this scout. For some reason, it's like this is the couple energy. But this is usually connected to Beauty and the Beast. Wow. I leave it I'm not going forward to the next cards here. I feel I'm gonna read from this little booklet some advice because I find it highly interesting, little text of this book, if I just find here. So what is this magician thing for the dream? Power at the service of will, blood and life, sexual identity and action. Live your body without shame. Hot times ahead. Then we have here, this is 1, 12 and 8 are the numbers. Change your perspective in order to evolve. The judge foreigner. And Eros, observe tastes and passions with new eyes. I think it's really this picnic happening. You're going to have a picnic in the park or somewhere in the nature, and okay, maybe you're not like having a yoga or some kind of position like this in the park, but or bondage. But observe tastes and passions with new eyes. I think you can get very creative in the nature. I mean, just don't get hurt. And then action, experience changes and variations. I think you should be like open mind to experiment something new. I mean, actually she is bonded here. Very much. I was not even noticing. There's like a rope here even. Some fantasy. Okay, the scout boy is getting creative. Okay, and then we have this lion that has to be tamed. So maybe the Dracula has to be tamed too. Number 8. A dream. Okay, really these stits are showing a little bit too much for you to... So we have here courage in the face of new challenges, fantasy, the power of naturalness. Yes, we are in the nature here in the Midsummer. Eros, give and receive pleasure by being yourself. Action, reveal yourself honestly and clearly. Yes. So it is really interesting. Being a natural, this is very material related usually. Even the magician is always having this kind of elements connected to the material world. Of course, then spirit is the 5th element. Interesting. But fire is highlighted. Definitely some campfire. If this guy can make a campfire, that would give a nice atmosphere. Yes. Okay, let's go forward. So we have here still love card. We have here, I'm doing a very long reading. But we are going to take a flower energy now. So this was your Midsummer dream. Let it be like showing here. Let's put this like that. So we have one nature related thing as advice. I mean, this was stating angel's trumpet, death 46. Interesting. Death is often rebirth and transformation as in tarot, but interesting image. So let's put it in the center here. I'll read this. That is interesting sequence here. Actually, now I see, like after the hanged man comes the death. This is the waiting period, and then comes death, and that is actually changing. Like the transformation happen usually, and the butterfly is coming. This is like the butterfly in cocoon, waiting, and then comes the death card, and the butterfly is born. So it is here. And we are talking about the phoenix even in this story. It's also like a transformation from ashes to life with the fire. Very fire color, even these trumpets here. Angel trumpets. Okay, let's take this fire element now. Here we have space to... Maybe you should have at least burn incense or candles or something. Fires, maybe candles. If you don't have like some big bonfire, just bring the fire somehow in your midsummer, I would say. So this advice to this couple for the midsummer dream. Break down cathartic transformation. Rising from the ashes again, yes, it was already said. Rising from the ashes, elimination, death, shedding the old. Pluto and Mars as well, very fire energy here. Mars is really the masculine fire. And Pluto is sex and rock and roll. Totally this kind of, yeah, death, sex, things. Darkness also, power, dominance. 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 Domina. Ui, what is here? like actually, I don't think is an accident, but the sun card just showed it up from underneath this pile. So let's show it too. They're actually naked here, looking each other in the sun card, Midsummer Night. For so some reason, this had to happen. Like they are completely here naked in the nature. And I mean, I just lifted this pile and this came out. So here we are. There is really some passion going on now. Okay. Angels' trumpets have an intoxicating scent and flowers that resemble angelic horns aimed downwards, symbolizing the call of the angel to humanity. And then plants in the Bruckmansia genus and relatives like Daturas have a rich history of use among shamans and magic practitioners, even though they are poisonous. Some South American indigenous groups like the Kamsa, Jivaro and Ingano initiate their children at a young age into the path of curanderismo, becoming a healer by ingesting angels' trumpets during a flower ceremony. Okay, let's maybe not read all that, but could be the love message here. Guidance. Angels' trumpet signals a time of catharsis or death. A deep emotional breakdown is due or near. You may feel lost in your own emotional despair, depression, shame, or unworthiness, but know the angels of discernment and darkness are here to support you. Coming eye to eye with the darkest feelings within yourself catalyzes the greatest awakening. Deeply pause, let go of control, and witness the broken pieces within yourself with loving awareness. The medicine of the bat symbolizes, there is even a bat here. Where is the bat? Is this supposed to be bat? Anyway, medicine of the bat symbolizes the need for a ritualistic death of relations, situations, or aspects of life. Bat, like angel's trumpet, signals catharsis and rebirth, signaling literal or metaphysical death of old pattern and worn-out habits. Understand that you can reconstruct at any time, regardless of how shattered you might feel. Interesting that these vampires are usually like changing to be bats. Also, but where is the bat here? Maybe it's kind of this woman is here like that, but interesting, like a vampire woman. We have very repeating things. Ashes, fire. Yes, a lot of interesting elements here. even this is from the Dracula castle, this Queen Mary. And here we have a queen. So, okay, next we go to see the love card for the couple. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Okay. Number 12, which is the same as here in this dream. So this person there must be this tension that there is just waiting. The butterfly is being born, but look, here is also the butterfly is flying. They're carrying the girl even with the butterflies. So the butterfly will be born out of this bondage. Wow, there will be a liberation. I'm gonna read a little bit from that. I'm gonna do a long reading today, so this is pretty interesting pile, this root chakra pile. Where did I put that booklet now? Because I moved here, too much stuff. I saw it here. Repeating numbers 12. So have faith. When you honestly believe things will work out, our faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you, and divine support is something you can have complete faith in. Simple truths will give you the answers you are looking for. Love is an act of faith. Wow. I know this saying, love is easy and faith makes everything possible. And this scout boy is very loving here with this 4 kind of magician energy, like 4 elements. So it is actually, even now I think of this, 4 is a number of emperor. 4 is very stable energy. And this Queen of Pentacles is also very stable. Good queen. Interesting. But have faith. Have faith. Even there might be some little things going on here, but there is definitely, like, fire is burning here. That's for sure. That's what we've been seeing. Now we get the final advice, which is Shekinah, number 6. And this is very connected to the Lovers card. Number 6 is the number of the lovers and June. So already that is even here. The spiritual words wants to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom, and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul, treasure the gift of your path, and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. I think it's really this kind of like coming into your own alignment. Very much queen-like powers are here, for sure. Starting from this. With communication, there was said, like, by making the right connections, mental, the ideal in question, and physical, get your ideas going. So there is even this telephone and pen. So get your ideas going. I think you have to be really communicative about this. Not to be... communicative Mercury energy is here also with the magician. Yes. This year also, but yes, this is your pile number 1. So I end this pile here, and we move to the next I don't know if what you think of this this dream reading, but I'm gonna make a lesson about doing this dream reading. So this will be in the next course. This was already pre-selected. Let's see if the piles are connected, because at least I saw it a bit like that. Next pile might be connected to this one. We will see. I don't know. There's something mirror about it. Shuffle the streams a little bit more for pile number 2. Who has picked this? We are going to the dream reading for pile number 2 soon. But I forgot one thing. Current feeling of your partner. I think I will, this is a bit messy now, but for this Dracula pile previous, I'm just gonna pull a couple of feeling cards. And now, unfortunately, we are, let's have this. This is still from the pile number 1. And I saw, so this is coming soon. So current feelings of your partner. Sorry about, I forget it almost. So is live from vision and freedom. Focus on guidance with your values. Take action towards your vision. Values hold your ladder to success together. Safe, focused, aligned way. So there was that. And then is Cha 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 by CHAKRA. This is the last year's Eurovision song. It's a party song. I don't think I'm gonna sing it. It's just very a heavy week behind, and the evening is young, and maybe I read it. I will do it. Rankka viikko ja paljon pitkiä päiviä takana. Mielenkiintoina pina colada ja rata. Ilta on vielä nuori ja aika kumota. Tää jäinen ulkokuori on aika tuhota. Pidän kiinni, kaksin kiinni juomista niinku. Cha cha cha. Ei, en mieti huomista, kun tartun tuopista niinku. Cha 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 cha. Ei. Ja mä jatkan, kunnes enää pysy tuolissa niinku. Nyt lähden tanssimaan niinku cha cha cha, enkä pelkääkään tätä maailmaa. Niinku cha cha cha, kun mä kaadan päälleni champagne. I think it is important. There is really this kind of maybe needing a party. The previous pile was having this kind of hangman there, and all these elements coming together with this magician. And the fire is really a party thing, putting the fire on, having a vision, this kind of happy celebration. Root chakra. I affirm that I'm strong and able to handle any situation. Kitty is here to say this. So very root chakra. And then we have still Windows 95 man. So very Finnish. There is even this year's Eurovision song. Is there something wrong with the way I look? Is there something wrong with who I am? If I'm not all right, tell me, why do I feel so beautiful tonight? Move your body. No rules. It's how I live, how I find the wind beneath my wings. It's how I learn to fly. Come to me. No rules in the heat of the night. In the thrill of the fight, I don't even care what's wrong or right. That's how I live my life. No rules. It's a liberating energy, indeed. The person is freed. Then we have still a cave. Problem solving, isolation, shadow work, being alone, hermit, going into deep, to heal sadness, withdrawing, wounds, licking, and so on. I think there has been this root chakra issue, is that people have felt alone. There's been loneliness, but the pile was showing that these two hearts, kind of vampire heart, can find the soulmate. So this was the feeling still for the pile number 1. A little bit party for the vampire hearts. Okay, let's go to pile number 2 finally. Crown chakra. We have very mirrored energy, Queen of Sword with video cameraman. And then this Four of Pentacles. Very stable, sitting on the wealth kind of person, looking very young. Okay, spiritual kind of, this is like a guru, and the don't fall to be egotist is the message here, like be serving other people. Somehow I think this video cameraman is like serving other people. Then Alpha of Alcuin, we leave to that end. These two. What house we have here? 8th house. Spiritual, as a life or death issue. Mental, getting and using power. Physical, use of other people's resource. I think even in this card there is some Phoenix thing going on. Now I think I'm gonna take that book to check, because as I told already before, this two pile might be connected, and we have already Death Team and the Vampire was here before. I think we have to do it again. We have to have this thing, this couple energy here. There's something going on here. Again, something is here. I want to check this 8th house because it's kind of like a connected to death often. So what is it? What kind of death? Death is always like a rebirth and change. Like a butterfly thing, what I was talking in the pile number 1. Things are completely changing. For example, it's like a midsummer dream. Who knows what it's gonna be, but looks like there is some big change coming. 8th house. Here I have it. So much thing about the 7th house. What is this? The 6th and 8th house derives their meaning from the 7th house. The 7th house is associated with the concept of others, people other than yourself with whom you are involved in such a way that they influence the progress of how you project yourself into the world, which you will recall is itself the meaning of the 1st house. The most important other in an adult life is usually a committed lover or marriage partner. But the sign and planets associated with the 7th house can also symbolize one's experience of business partners, business competitors, competition in general, and all instances in which another person's interests have a direct and significant effect on one's life. Both, not all partnerships are equal ones. Many times working with others means either you work for them or they work for you. Both of 6th and 8th house of horoscope address the issues that arise from encountering and working with others when the benefit of or power derived from the project is unequal. It's like others' power. Yes, mental, getting and using power. There is really like a power, life and death issue. What is that? Let's see, then it's angel, freedom. Okay, maybe there is really somebody is taking your power away. Something is like that, because freedom, you are free to do what you choose. This might be this midsummer dream, we are not yet there, but freedom is highlighted here. Okay. We have angel is obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Okay, this is a good omen that there is like less difficulties ahead. Even this couple relationship, maybe things are starting to move forward. Maybe it's similar to that one pile. I can immediately see that there was the hangman energy going on there. So who knows why this is not good. Okay. Let's hope we get 3. If this cuts, it's just my bad charger. Okay, and then we have this alchemy energy. Wow, Chiron. Very much dark energy going on here. That could be the big obstacle. Really, like there is a death on the table and we have a Chiron. Chiron is your biggest wound. Chiron is a wounded healer. Somebody who has been wounded can heal the others because heals first himself or herself. This is very deep stuff. Wow, that's a couple energy. Couple energy is the Chiron. We are going to dark side. How this is even possible when we are handling with the Midsummer, that is the lightest day of the whole year. It's weird. It's like, what is it? Has there been some devilish energy going on here or what? Chiron. Other people's resources. I think it's something with the power. Just this is 11. Yes. Also very manifestation number, 11. Usually justice card is also that number. I hope my battery charges because it looks bad. Been busy very long, but this is gonna be a long reading. I love to have a midsummer dream with you, so we keep going. We keep going. Chiron as a couple, alchemy. Wounded healer. Wounds, teachings, paradoxes. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, he is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who, through the pain of abandonment, becomes a great teacher and healer. Such is the paradoxical nature of this minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It will guide us to our deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve in tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. You are past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. And you should ponder the story of your scar. What did scar you in your life? What is your biggest scar? The artists usually have a scar. I too have a scar in my back and scar in my chest and even in my mind. And I think indeed the pain can really make you see clear, and it's a powerful thing if you see it this way. Depersonalize your pain by thinking of person you love and admire. Contemplate their story. How have they wound served their deeper purpose? And then Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half man, half horse, neither a planet nor a star, both wounded and healed. In what ways are you paradoxical? Is this part of you strength? This would be interesting to see what is Chiron currently, but I know generally it's been usually many years in Aries, and that's like I am consciousness always. So many people have to understand what is their wound indeed. It is powerful, like a realization what is your wound. It can really motivate you, give you purpose, better purpose. Then we go forward. We're gonna see finally your midsummer dream, part number 2. So we have here, let's put this a little bit. Midsummer dream with the wounds and the scars and the vampire bite in a neck. Looks like there is something. something red. Dangers. Okay. Oh, no. Before I go here, I'm not gonna go here yet. We're gonna have a midnight romance card before I forget. Almost forgot. Let's see still. Feeling of your current person. What is it? What is it? Here we have. Here we have. Okay. I'm not gonna take too much. This. Precious love. Wanting to protect what is good and pure, appreciation of union, sacred connection, the one, holy grail, highest vibe. That is there. Then we have one love, Bob Marley. One love, what about the one heart? One heart, what about people? Let's get together and feel all right. As it was in the beginning, one love, so shall it be in the end, one heart. Praise the Lord. And we have, there's something here. The goal is to be conscious all the time. Start now. Breaking old patterns. And then we have Inanna, Rudolf Steiner, awakening, genius, secrets and mysteries, new ways of doing things, remembering who I am and why I'm here, hidden Rosicrucian teachings. For the Midsummer. Then a moment here, showing my face. So I'm here, trying to read you. Okay, my makeup goes bad. Trying to read you, but unfortunately, I'm really excited to read about this Chiron, you know. But I have like only now 1%, and I'm a bit afraid that this thing will cut again. So I'll talk you a little bit moment to see if this percent go a little bit higher. Okay, it's 2% already. This cable is a bit loose. But anyway, I continue Midsummer reading pile number 2, and let's see where we get. Okay. So this is getting now hopefully forward. Okay, so we were here. Solar plexus chakra, I value who I am. It's going back to this kind of Aries, I am energy with the Chiron. You understand what is even your biggest wound, because it's part of you, who you are. Person C, that is the depth in you, that you are like you are kind of, have go through a lot. That has matured you a lot also. We have here also the Mary Magdalena card. I find it very interesting that we had here in the Purgatory episode this Mary Queen. So again, I see connection to that first pile that has a very Queen energy going on. Anyway, here is some sacred rebel, sacred union, Mary Magdalena. My path, I feel, I see, I know, I hear. Sacred love, master of shadow work, sacred heart. So we have here very, very holy things going on. A bit like a Rosicrucian was just here when I was reading and it cut. Something about that. And sacred. Without freedom, there can be no morality. Carl Jung has said this, and we had this, where was it, the freedom card here? Something about being free and the power of other people. This is something connected. Then we want more rose. A big birthday hug just for you. I wanna bloom with you. Okay, this is still for Gemini season, definitely. Maybe somebody is celebrating a birthday still. Nice. Okay, now we go to this dream. So we are having a midsummer dream here. Midsummer dream. So this this here, this here. These are the piles. Ta-da! So let's see. What is this couple's Midsummer dream? Wow, Tower. This is completely changed. If we are talking about the Death card, anything to do with the 8th house, Chiron being a very dark wound. This is often like, it can be like Tower, it was not good foundation in your life, and then everything has to scramble down and you have to start from the beginning, from zero. But here it's really like a Midsummer dream is start over, completely have like a new relationship, even possibly. It's almost like somebody died, and then there's this dream of having this husband, because she's pregnant and alone with 2 kids here, and there is like a dream to have this like a papa, something like this I see here. But complete change, complete like a connected to the first pile. Indeed, again, there is this kind of phoenix rises from the ashes kind of man. That is the Midsummer dream. Very much wounding has happened here. There has been like a loss, possibly. There's been some loss because really there is wounding. Interesting that here we have the very spiritual chakra, crown chakra, and then we have even obstacles and blocks are lifted. So it's very promising for this dream. I think I am immediately going to read from this booklet this sentence, because I think there is beautiful how this Tower card is. It's completely new life after the destruction of the old. Beliefs in one's own values and strong will. Fantasy, the spirit of your ancestors. Eros, dedication and care of affections that go beyond sex. Action, acceptance of your responsibility, fight together with the one you love. Yes, this is the feeling here. Like this woman is so devoted, is like fighting with the person she loves, even like it's like would be dead already, she's still like keeping him in the heart. Or like the ancestors are coming to give a guidance. But point is like there is really like a strong ancestor energy here, almost like, yeah, this vampire energy here, like if he also lost the wife and then he finds her again, it's almost like the love never dies. Yeah, the love never dies. That's the Midsummer dream here. The love is behind all the hurt, all the wounds. There's actually a love. And if you can once love, you can love again. Something like this. Let's see the next part of this dream. Wheel of Fortune. Very fortunate moment. Jupiter energy, expansive. Very, very like all these 4 elements here. The 4 is actually coming again here, like interestingly. 4 elements. Let's hope this is not cutting. So luck, Jupiter expansion. Wow. Lucky Midsummer. Maybe the luck is somehow like a luck to find the person, the other person. Precious love. This love is so precious, like you feel lucky. Then we have still High Priestess. Beautiful also. Mysterious. This hidden knowledge. Completely intuitive way to go about it. This is kind of like if the first pile had a magician, this is also very magical because here is the High Priestess. Wow. I'm gonna read this too from here now. So 16 10, like 16 is even today. 16, 10, and 2. Wheel. Wheel is of course often related to wheel of the year as well. This midsummer is completely like a one important moment in time in the wheel of the year celebration. The continuous and eternal cycle of giving oneself to each other. Fantasy, the power of the season and change. Eros, bear company with the changes in passion, action, give yourself unreservedly and enjoy living your time. Yes, I think this is totally giving into this passion. Like some new change happens and there is like a new like a strong passion going on here. And we have still the High Priestess. The truth behind simple knowledge. Fantasy, connection with the spirit world. Eros, love beyond pleasure. Action, open up to your partner. Yes, maybe if there has been any secrets now in the midsummer, it's time to open up completely, being like honest about what's happening behind this kind of curtain. It's like the veil can be lifted. You can show yourself honestly to each other. Truth is a high form of intimacy, so remember this. This is beautiful. Yes. And now we're gonna look at midsummer flower energy. Flower energy, what is it? Ayahuasca, rebirth, 50. It is really rebirth energy here with these two. It's a long reading, but I'm happy to make this for you. Can you see this? This is so dark. So dark. So, rebirth, mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting with the creatrix, divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, transcendence. And interestingly, pile number 1 was connected. Okay, so this battery is very, very low. I will continue this reading, but it's a little bit risky. I should actually wait. I should wait maybe 10 minutes before I start, but I decided to start immediately. But I have only 2% again charged because I was going before I start this reading. So I started even with like 5% and somehow this charger is bad. Anyway, I want to continue this reading. Maybe I talk to you for a moment because I'm afraid that this connection with this thing. So let's talk about a little bit about Romania in the meanwhile I'm waiting this to charge. Anybody want to say hi? I'm dressed here with my Hard Rock Bucharest shirt. That's a nice place to visit. I'm keeping this in my hand because I'm really afraid, like, as I'm busy already more than an hour, this charger, when it's not charged well, it is a little bit getting loose and then it cuts again. So let's just a little break to show what I got from Romania. For example, this puppet. I call it puppet. So I have a new girl here. Then I have, let's see what else. Yes, we can always show this one, but it's also, I'm gonna read it. I want you to believe in things you cannot. Bram Stoker, Dracula. Let me see how much is now. 2%. I dare to press this again. Okay. So let's try again how far we get with this, because I should have at least 10% before I start, because if I touch this cable, it's really amateur reading like this, but to go what I have. We want to know the pile number 2's Midsummer Dream in the end. So we're having Ayavasha, rebirth here. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligning to higher power. Ayavasha spirit is here to support your ascension, drawing upon an ancient wisdom embedded in your DNA and earth. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through the cosmic womb. Ayavasha catalyzes purification to the cathartic release of the unknown, of the known, only to reveal undiscovered terrain within your soul. You are one with the magnetic brilliance of Source, the intelligence that orchestrates the great mystery. Labyrinth only comes when a loss of intentionality or respect happens. Offer your greatest intentions, sacrifice your needs, enter into the void without expectation, and allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love, which connects this card immediately to this Chiron energy that says like, wounded healer. When you heal yourself, you heal everybody around you. Chiron. So there is a connection there. And high wisdom. We have still love card to go, so let's see this now. So the message for you is be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. We are talking about Midsummer Dream, so this is beautiful set, like keep dreaming, like it's a powerful thing to dream. It is in the dream. In a normal life, we have kind of like the consciousness always of beginning and end, but dream is actually not having beginning of end, and that makes this subconscious mind often so chaotic even. But there is kind of like a wisdom of like you can change the timelines and all this kind of stuff. So keep dreaming. It's definitely rising your consciousness. You're able to dream bigger, dream for yourself. So then we have still this here. I hope this charges too. Let's see. It's 1% still. This is very risky to keep this reading now. We continue. So it's Alpha of Alcuan. This is your advice card. My chargers are really bad currently. They charge very poorly, so I really have to buy a new charger. If I'm going somewhere and I start immediately reading, I should have waited maybe 1 hour before I start. But sometimes there are these obstacles in life. Things are not always easy. So this Alpha of Alcuan is a positive twist of fate, and windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self, and good things are on their way to you. Sounds very positive. So let me see if how much is now. 2%. It's very, very, very risky to put in this stuff. Maybe What should I do? Considering here, should I do the third reading in separate reading, but I really want to keep them all together. So let me do this. I'm gonna show like this. And oh my, if this is holding like that better. I'm not busy here. Not sure if this is helping neither. Maybe not. Okay, I try to do this, but if this cuts again, then I have to get like a bigger break because it's really looking like bad. Cannot keep reading like always cutting this stuff. So this we keep. This was a pile number 2. Very messy reading, sorry about that, but sometimes the technology is not on my side, but I'm not somebody who gives up. So at least I keep going, even the situation gets like difficult. Maybe there can be in life indeed sometimes difficulties. We have to go through the difficulties. Shouldn't give up. At least you can learn that from this reading. I'm not a person who give up. I'm going through a stone wall if I have to. Like I'm that kind of person. So let's hope this charger now stays. This is really needing some new setting. Works. Okay. Pile number 3. Hopefully get soon. Good things. Let's have clean. Okay. So we have who is still here. This is a different pile than every other pile. So it can be very interesting indeed. We have here the 9 of Pentacle, Guild of the Morello, and Knight of Cups, Cups of like heart. Romantic Knight, an independent person. So then we have also here, I'm gonna check how much is percent now, that not 1%, 2% is very risky still to with this cable. Anyway, if next time this live cuts, I'm gonna keep like at least maybe 10 minutes break before I start again, because I need to charge this phone more. But sacral chakra is completely sexuality, creativity, being in your power, don't be a people pleaser, emperor, empress together, creating a beautiful kingdom where they are enjoying the pleasure of life. So we have a midsummer coming. This is completely like a celebration time to celebrate this couple, for sure. And we have a queen on the table. So final card is even a word for a key queen. Sovereign Queen Maeve is coming here to say something. There's also the other Dracula castle queen there. So here, once upon a time in Romania, we have this love card stays in the end. House is first house, so Aries. Immediately, spiritual, mental, the way you project yourself, physical, do it on your own. This is the first house, is connected to Aries, very much independent I am energy. Okay. Even though there are these masks here, but it's really like a, wait, does it show? where you project yourself. Okay, then we have here travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. So Midsummer now, some travel is highlighted. Where you're gonna travel. Then angel message is God is your source. This phone is really not bad. Okay. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Then, alchemy between these people. Darkening. Crow. Snake. 12. Interesting. Crow is usually a messenger. What is the crow coming to say from the underworld? There is really like some dark wisdom here. I mean, actually, the previous pile was a Chiron, also very dark energy, and now we have a darkening. Interesting, like opposite attracts energy because like some dark and light unite. Do I start immediately? I think I start with this darkening because we are dealing with a full moon, completely light. We are dealing with a solstice at the same day, complete light. So what dark they can be? Is it the dark coming to light, possibly, in this relationship? Melanosis. Something about darkening. It's like, of course, moon is a yin energy. As well, mother energy. Okay, not this way. So, depth, readiness, churning. In alchemy, this is a love alchemy between this couple. In alchemy, darkness is even the reading how many times already cut, but I keep going it because it's an interesting pile. So in alchemy, this is a couple energy now, this darkening for Midsummer. In alchemy, darkness is an achievement. It indicates the material has been through a significant occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience, that has brought it into a state of readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We moved beyond the small talk and chit-chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely, and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation. When this card appears, it's not necessary to delve into what brought you here, the initiation likely by fire that has caused the embers to char. Rather, it's time to heal, and darkness is the remedy. Closing your eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into the depths and surrender. As the alchemist's eye adjusts, transformation begins. You could ponder the wisdom of dusk, like a dusk till dawn. Maybe this is a message, this dusk, this movie Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, we have this vampire theme going on here, kind of. Let's bring the vampire back to the table. Dracula, actually. There's also vampires in this bar of the Dusk Till Dawn, ready to put their fangs on the customers when they got in to see this show. So something about that dusk. Maybe in the midsummer night, we are dealing with a relationship that you have like a beautiful midsummer night, exactly. Like some powerful like a dusk moment when the sun is setting and the lights go off. Something happens. Anyway, there's a romance here. This beautiful woman with a white rose in the head. It is in a romance mood, and this is very independent man here. This man can be wealthy, independent. We have here immediately first house, taking action and traveling. Okay, so this was that. Let's see how many percent now we have. Can I? No, 2. Keep holding this stuff because I think the next thing I'm gonna pull now the feeling cards. I have to do that this because I can't trust this holder. We are having pile number 3 now. Feelings. Got the feelings, 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 feelings. Sorry about this, but I have to make sure that this phone doesn't cut anymore. This is really like a... Okay, let's keep it like this. When it's in my hand, I see it for sure. Okay, 3% is growing. Because last time it was not growing, even this charging. So we have first emotion. It is magical love. Manifestation of love happening. Momentum in a magical love is a song. That's the magic of love. Very nice kind of manifestation there for the love relationship. Then we have I am tired of dancing alone. I'm ready to dance with you. Okay, somebody's whistling and coming. Maybe there's some music coming. For the evening, the dancing. Yes, there is a dancing Dracula here also. Let me put this Dracula like this. Dracula going on. Next one. Okay, another dancing. Baby, I just want to dance with you. Okay, so we have really the dancing thing going on here for the Midsummer. Didn't even look the Midsummer Dream, but we have already the dancing couple going on here. The dark, dim lights. The dusk. Oh my god, another. I really didn't see this. This is again. We are so aligned. We belong together. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. This is like, wow. What's going on here? A dancing party. Or is this many people in this party? Or just you? And different dance moves? Okay, then we have here sacral chakra. Okay, it's the same sacral we had here. I enjoy my body and feel good about my sexuality. Okay. Then we have Sars Bukowski as a Leo. Just say FBI kept file on him as a result of his column Notes of Dirty Old Man in LA. What is this? LA newspaper and opened it. Okay, so this poet was even under eye of a FBI because was kind of radical thinker or something. Maybe there's some radical thoughts. And solar plexus chakra, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. So there is this very empowered self-love. That's, of course, you have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. So it's a good thing. Anyway, let's see how much now we have. Can I dare to put this? No, 1% again. This damn phone, I should not kind of swear, but it's not charging. That is our problem here. I think I have to do with one hand, all this stuff. We're gonna see the Midsummer Dream like one hand. So I'm not gonna mix this at all. I'm just gonna do DAC and DAC, DAC. And okay, let's put this like a little bit even. Like that. Here we are. have to go like this. So your midsummer dream is, wow, Sun card, Gemini card. Very nice. We have the tree, maiden, mother, and a crone. Very powerful. It's still the Gemini until the 21st of June. So powerful, powerful lovers. The lovers is here. How fitting to this kind of midsummer romance. So here we have, I mean, a little bit it's showing. Let's put it here. Then we have another part of the stream. Maybe, I don't know, what should I say? The lovers card is also here in the corner. It's completely Gemini card about choosing the other person. Here was kind of coming through even in these cards. I just want to be with you. They choose each other. It's nice. They dance, dance, dance. Then we have also, okay, again, High Priestess. So very mysterious energy. Some veil is lifted. Maybe this is a darkening thing, that the dark comes to the light. The raven is messaging from the dark, but there is really the depth of a relationship. This relationship is deep, 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 deep. And then we have, there's one more. No, this is here. Ah, Magician. Wow. I already explained this Magician card also a lot in the first pile, but I have even on this table the Howl's moving castle. They completely connect the Howl. So again, 1% only. This thing is not charging. Howl is completely the Magician. If you want to see pile number 1, there was this verse I read from here. But that's a Gemini card again. So we have already both of the Gemini Major Arcana archetype cards on the table. So this is one, Magician, and this is the second. Very powerful Gemini energy on the table now. Lovers and a Magician. Mercury energy. Communication. Wow, creative energy also. And then High Priestess is completely this kind of tarot energy, very like able to see beyond the veil, like able to see the magic, like wow, a dream of that deep mystery and magic for the midsummer. I think this couple would be dancing and picking flowers and being like dancing indeed the night away. Okay, so let's see. Now we have to take a card. Again, I'm on the one hand. Let me see. Still 1%. This thing is not charging at all. Really issue with this charger. I have to continue this reading, but I'm gonna just do like this. This is your card. Difficult this is, but I trust my hand. This is your card. What is it? Horsetail, 35, patience. I'm gonna mix them. I just took this. So you are having, this is your card for Midsummer Night. Horsetail. I hope I could show more because really, I wish my technology was better. Okay, I think you saw this card now. Let's read about it. I think this is the only way I can make sure this reading continues because now it's 2%. Okay. It might cut if I put it in this holder. I actually like this pile myself a lot, so I really want to go through with this. But how fittingly, I even have to be patient with this reading because it creates a lot of like difficulties to me to keep doing this. But patience is a virtue. So if you can be patient, you can get all these goodies that is on this table. So your partner. Endurance, steady focus, period of gestation, trust the process, heightened sensitivity. ruler, astrologer ruler here is Saturn and Venus. Whenever you cross parts with a horse tail, you are looking at a member of the soul-serving genus of one's great lineage. Prehistoric horsetail is said to have been giant compared to the remaining species that exist today. This primitive plant, what is this plant? It's really like this dinosaur plant. We are talking about this is a plant. Even there is this horse, but we are talking about the plant. Can you see this plant? Can't now show the other cards. This is the card. So this primitive plant is a descendant of large trees from the Paleozoic era about 375 to 600 million years ago. These plants emerged from primordial swamps over 100 million years long before dinosaurs walked the earth even. All cultures to which horsetail was native used it as a food and medicine, often cooking it like a vegetable or chewing it raw in the springtime. So horsetail strengthens connective tissues such as skin, hair, nails, bones, teeth, cartilage, ligaments, and even mucous membranes. In ancient times, it was referred to as bone mender, as it was used to help heal broken bones, fractures, and osteoporosis. Horsetail is ruled by Saturn, as strengthening the skeletal system and connective tissues and promoting wound healing, hair growth, skin protection, and bone strength are all in the ringed planet's domain. Saturn also corresponds with the processing of minerals within the body, particularly the kidneys, which horsetail also nourishes. Okay, let's not read more about that, but it's interesting health in fact. It's good for your bones. Guidance. Horsetail teaches us of the power that lies within patience and the endurance gained through the hidden blessings of challenges. There is something good in all seeming failures, and although that might not be clear in the moment, time will reveal it. Trust the process. Remember that stubbornness and willfulness are counterproductive to loosening knots. Instead, like the medicine of horse, ground to earth's energy as you survive and adapt to changes and hardships on the journey. Horse medicine provides us heightened sensitivity and the purity of trust as an essential tool to have while we endure challenge and hardship. Okay, it is here. Now we still have the love card. What is it? So, spiritual connection. A relationship has connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Wow, I would indeed say so, because we have here crow, we have this magician, high priestess, very spiritual indeed, like some magical things. I read a little bit of this. Nice midsummer dream. Spiritual connection. 27. Let's see the presenters of this thing. Can I put it in this tree? I keep it still in my hand. This reading is painful for me to read like this, but I can't resist this to cut anymore. So here we are. A relationship has connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Everything happens for a reason. Some people come into your life to help you learn a lesson, and they will make a real impact on your life. Whether it be with a lover, a primary partner, or a relationship for growth, spiritual connection is important to you now. This card very gently reminds you to allow the universe to support you. You might be trying to control aspects of your life that are not within your power. When a connection has a spiritual basis, nurture it with love and surrender. Put a situation into the hands of the divine and ask that the outcome be for the highest good of all involved. Interestingly, they are dancing even here. Dance is happening. Look, even here. There's a lot of dancing going on here. So, a situation may be asking you to stretch yourself. Know that you are going to grow and expand during this phase, but try not to lose yourself. Communicate your needs and wants and listen to what is being shared. Two people look intently into each other's eyes, revealing the deep trust that exists between them. Oh yeah, here. A cord that seems to originate from the crown chakras connects the two individuals and illustrates their strengthening spiritual bond. Take a moment to consider the unity that exists even when you are at odds with another. Consider how much can be revealed through love and understanding. Yes, understanding, I've been saying in some reading, I don't know what it is. Truth is a very high form of intimacy, but also understanding each other is like, if you try for that, it's a good base of a relationship to start to understand the other person's point of view. So we have still the Queen Mauve gonna give a word for you. So that's the last, and then I finally can end this reading. That was kind of messy, but I can't put this in this. How much is 3? Maybe I can try. But if this cut again, then really don't want that, but you can try. You can try. Even only this lamp now in this room. Okay, 40. Yes, this light is even getting dark. Like, how difficult it is to do this reading. I'm gonna continue anyway. Value that is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. At the portal between everyday reality and the rapture of unchecked aliveness stands sovereign Queen Mauve. She is an initiatrix, taking us beyond the constraints of polite moralism into the bliss, sacred passion, grit, and astuteness needed to cultivate and protect the light. Goddess warrior, queen of the Fae, and fearless guardian and protector of the territory, Mauve is wild and determined. She stimulates confidence, encouraging one not to shy away, but rather to assertively engage with life and claim your true place in the world. She encourages us to refuse to allow our sacred territory to be intruded upon by unworthy rulers, whether they be critical voices in our own mind or echo-driven interlopers. Mauve is instinct to engage when challenged, to call on recruits and use all the inner wisdom and talent at your disposal so you can assert the light and refuse to be put down or denied your rightful place. Protecting territory from a spiritual perspective is unlike the grasping and self-serving of the ego that wishes to obtain whatever it can for its own benefit. This world needs souls who are willing and able to hold sacred space and refuse to allow it to become contaminated by greed, jealousy, hate, or confusion. This is an act of courage and selflessness. Such an act of courage serves all beings. To be son or daughter of Mav requires some spiritual chops. It takes fierce refusal to be nominated or controlled. It also takes the wisdom to recognize that one can lovingly accept all that is without judgment, whilst discerning when and how to set a firm boundary, lest sacred space be trampled upon and defiled by ignorance. So rapture is pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. When the ocean into which we plunge ourselves is that of the spirit, then our ecstasy becomes a revitalizing, frequency-raising, soul-empowering experience which manifests pathways to victory where in a lower state of awareness there appear to be no hope. If we honor our need for communication with the sacred realms, we will give ourselves the time and space we need to integrate relevant practices into our lives. Committing to spiritual practice requires the self-possession to know what matters to you, irrespective of whether another or society in general can recognize the wisdom in your values. Sovereignty is a self-possession. It is the belonging to oneself that happens internally as we claim our being and commit to our unique life journey. True spiritual sovereignty exists outside of social mores. It is not about becoming subversive or disrespectful to others, but rather about seeking out freedom of being. This leads to you naturally becoming an active presence which dismantles enslaving social mores and stimulates society to mature spiritually. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again. Know you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. In Sanskrit, Svaraya is self-rule, and as meaning of Rai is also radiance. It can also mean self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within you, within is your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded, you shall be victorious. What a text. I decided to read all of it because this went to the preaching a little bit, but I think really Midsummer Sun, you having the dream of this kind of lovers very much basking in the sunlight. Strong woman, all generation, maiden, mother, crone. If whatever is the situation with your partner, I think you should also be connected to other females, I think, here. And the party is showing here, but definitely there is some spiritual connection, very, very like a kind of like a spiritual boundaries even to set, kind of like a magician would be making a magic circle to keep the evil away. This one would keep all this kind of like a secret behind the curtain. There's a certain password you need to get in, but it's all to make this sacred space safe. Here is also like a kind of like a telepathy going between these two persons. It's also kind of sacred intimacy going on here. This crow makes an effort to communicate even coming from another world to another world. I think this can be very powerful Midsummer for you. Some travel to meet each other, travel somewhere together, dance somewhere, meeting people, or telepathically. Aiempi haram. Hey, I'm just ending my reading. This is just very messy today because the light and everything went a little bit bad. But this was the pile number 3. I think I read all of them. This horse tail was also here. So I thank you for sticking here. And yeah, you can check my next psychic toolkit. I will make it for the members. Yes, magician membership. It's meant for people taking the magician membership, 10 euro a month, and then you get access to all this course material and my old videos too that I have archived. But this is something I continue doing. Anyway, I already for Midsummer published for free the solar plexus chakra episode that is totally connected to this kind of sunny June energy. And I wanted everybody to have access to that because it's teaching about tarot reading and divination. So I thought I have now solar plexus episode, heart chakra episode, and throat chakra episode free to see, and the others are then for the members. The next is third eye chakra. But anyway, I wish you happy midsummer dreaming and love life. And finally, I end this reading here.